question. Couple.
Visit.
Who do you think lies more in a relationship? I just don't like that question.
Okay, well, is it wrong to expect expensive gifts?
Hey guys, welcome to the HeardofHQ YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss controversial topics as couples. Harper's going to be the first to pull a question out.
And just so you guys know, that is incense. Is it wrong to expect expensive gifts if your partner can afford them?
Is it wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's absolutely wrong. It doesn't matter how expensive a gift is, you know what I'm saying? It should be more about like effort. You really take the time to listen about
What they want?
Yeah, what you want. Like,
what if that person has really expensive taste?
That's different. That's why you gotta know who you're dealing with, you know what I'm saying? If you got a girl that got expensive taste, there's nothing wrong with that, you know what I'm saying? But if you got a girl that doesn't really care about expensive taste, they both can be easy. They're both really easy. If you know your girl got expensive taste, okay, let me go get something that I've heard her discuss several times that she wants.
Yeah.
Or something that she hasn't discussed, but you know it's similar to something that she likes.
I definitely think that it depends on the situation. If you have someone who can afford expensive gifts, you like expensive gifts, but they only buy expensive gifts for themselves, then you might need to think twice about like, okay, does this guy really like me? You know, if every gift that you're asking for is expensive and he's purposely not getting you expensive stuff, or she, maybe they're trying to test you a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But in general, if we're talking just a random case, I do think it's wrong to expect expensive gifts. You should expect thoughtful gifts.
Yeah.
For sure. And if there's something that you've been wanting for like 2-3 years that's really expensive and they get it for you, great, amazing. But you should never expect that. Hopefully, expensive gifts aren't the only gifts you're asking for or showing that you like.
Should your partner agree to relocate if a big job opportunity comes up?
I never think that just because you have a big opportunity, they should just agree, go, and that's it. Because at the end of the day, you guys are both still individual people. But if you're dating someone and you're in a relationship, you know, like you should both look at your futures together. Does this work for both of us? Does this make both of us happy? Will this be beneficial? Is there a way to make it work?
If it makes sense for both of y'all and whatever partner has the big job opportunity and the other partner doesn't have that opportunity, okay, now we need to look into, is there opportunity that's similar to the type of work you do out there as well?
Yeah.
To where, you know, and then of course, like, yeah, we need to get out of here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely think because your day-to-day life is gonna affect your relationship either way, and that person either way, if they're moving somewhere where they have no friends, if they're moving somewhere where they can't walk around, if they're moving somewhere where they have no job opportunity, you know? I don't think it should be agreed straight away. I think it's always a conversation.
Yeah,
it's always a conversation.
Just sit and talk for about 15 minutes.
Yeah. 15, 30 minutes, longer than that.
Nah, I'm 15, 30 minutes.
What? That's crazy. Should couples split bills 50-50 or proportional to their individual incomes?
I don't know. This is a hard question. It's just one of those things too, like it just depends on what y'all making, man.
Yeah, I do think if someone's making 100K plus and they want to, not being forced to. If they want to take care of more of the bill, then go ahead. Do I think it should be expected based on their income? No.
No, it shouldn't be expected.
I still think that it should be 50-50, and if that other person who's making whatever, bro. If that person who's making however much more wants to pay for it, they can. For example, if you were making quadruple what I'm making, I know you would want to take care of certain bills.
Yeah.
That's not an expectation that I have on him. That's something that Q has vocalized to me. Because Q's very much a provider. You want to be a provider, you want to be there, and if there's so much flexibility, you would want to. I never think that should be an expectation based on incomes. However, I feel like once you get married and your bank accounts are amalgamated into one anyways, it doesn't really matter. Like at the end of the day, it's not really gonna matter if you're committed to this person for the rest of your life. Who's paying what bills?
Yeah.
We get married, our bank accounts go together. It's not really like all the money's really still coming together. Like our savings are still coming together. Like at the end of the day, what we're putting into our pot is still the same if you're committed.
Yeah.
For new relationships though, I say 50-50. Because you never know how the relationship's gonna go, right?
Yeah.
Things can always happen, but if you truly trust that person, that's when it should be proportional to income, because you know that pot is gonna be together anyways. If not just 50, I think 50-50 is always the right.
Who do you think lies more in a relationship?
I personally don't think it's based on men versus women. And also, there's different types of lies. There's white lies, and then there's deep, dark, evil lies.
I'm a white lie guy, especially when it comes to like work. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm about to leave work.
Oh, that is Q's biggest.
Yeah.
Every week he gives me the white lie, and I do hate white lies, but I know it's not intentional necessarily.
I get caught up in work, man. I got a bad habit of doing that. I get caught up in work. Really can leave, but it's just like, it's a bad habit. Then I'm sitting in the traffic in Atlanta and I get stuck in traffic. So I basically added like an hour and 30 to my ride. But it's really an hour and 30 because the 30 minutes is me staying the extra 30 minutes at work, and then it takes me about 45 to an hour to get home. I'm bad with the white lies when it comes to work. Just work is real bad. I gotta stop that.
But to be honest, based from different sexes, I feel like when people have an opinion on, oh, men do this, men are always the liars, women are always the liars, this, that, and the third, you don't actually know. We don't actually know. No one actually knows. They're speaking out of their booty. I don't really like those generalizations because it puts a stigma on certain sexes. I mean, men and women, we're not against each other. There are women that do wrongs, there are men that do wrongs, we're humans. All humans do wrongs. People are gonna have different opinions about that because in your life's journey, you might have come across more men who have lied, but it might also be because I've been around more women who've told me about it. And Q might have experienced more women who have lied because all his friends are really loyal. Who knows? But that's everyone's own life's journey, and I don't want to ever make my life's journey a generalization of people as a whole. I think that's a fair answer.
Yeah, I think that is a fair answer.
Should couples work out together?
I think couples should work out together only because you can really push each other. You know what I'm saying? I can see my girl's weaknesses in the gym. She can see my weaknesses in the gym. I know you be struggling with the such and such workout a little bit. Let's kind of focus on this type of training. And it's just good too. It more connects. It connects y'all more too as a couple.
I agree with you, and I agree with it definitely helps connect you guys more as in a relationship, but I also feel like it's really important to implement it into your routine because I just feel like as you get older, it's harder and harder to work out. And if you have a partner in your life who you've figured out ways to work out with, it really helps you maintain that. You know, I stopped playing soccer and I had a moment where I wanted to take a break from exercising and sports and everything all together. You know, Q got me back into the gym and he slowly got me back into wanting to actually hit goals in the gym, wanting to actually hear criticism, hear advice, to work on myself, to work on my strength. And as a woman, it's also so important to build your strength and build your muscles. Routine with your partner, in regards to working out, will take you so much further in life, because if there comes a time where you get sick of working out, you guys might agree to do a week of walking, or do a week of this or that, or tailor it in a way where you guys know as a team, hey, we still need to move our bodies, stretch, do this and that. It doesn't have to be an intense workout. It's so much easier when it's a routine, for sure.
We'll be back with more questions. Thank you for listening to HeardofHQ. Subscribe, like, comment, and watch again.
Okay.
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 You ain't gonna like that.
Couple questions. You're so annoying.